What's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. It's the Fall Teams Tournament. It's the kickoff. It's the first match. We got a good one for you today. Two 1-0 teams debuted post-Mayhem. They've only had one match, but what they have in common is that they won it. The number 8 seed, Young Justice, Holtzman and Javi, going up against Pinheads, also 1-0 at the number 9 seed. So that's Jeremy Potters and Will Cohen. So very exciting match. I think we're in for a good one. Two rookie teams hoping to make a name for themselves by going for far in this tournament. Should be exciting. Let's see what the teams have to say in the promos.
Yes, we crunched all the numbers. Because why? Because numbers maketh math.
Let's go.
Sup. Team tournament time. This is the sleeper team to watch. They're probably going to go all the way. Who knows? They might even fuck around and win the whole damn thing. What do you guys think?
I think that the numbers they put on their board add up to 69, which has to have been intentional.
Nice.
I think we're going to win. I think no other thing is head empty.
That, what he said.
Man just maketh man. Let's play.
Those were some promos, if I do say so myself. I actually quite enjoyed them. I thought they were very funny. But without any further ado, we'll move into round number 1. Here's how round number 1 is going to work. Each player is going to get 10 questions from the realm of Fandom Fights. They'll have 15 seconds to write down their answer, and at the end of 15 seconds, I will say pens down, at which point they will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entire. Or each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Was the numbers adding to 69 intentional?
Yeah, I've learned to check people's math skills in Fandom.
Normally, I would cut off banter such as that, but I don't have the matchup yet. All right, your first question in round number 1 comes in the category of Pixar. The question is, what specific driving task causes Ian to fail his driver's test, which Barley helps him to do later on in Onward? You love this movie, man. This is a good one. Unrated. Top 3 pick, maybe even top 2. Ooh, I don't know. Onward's so good. Everyone agrees. No dissenting opinions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzman.
I said shifting gears.
Jeremy.
I said parallel parking.
Javi.
I think Holtzman's right. I also said parallel parking.
And Will.
I believe it's entering the freeway or merging onto the freeway.
I can take that. Enter the freeway, merging. That is correct. So Will, the only one to get it right. Pinheads takes a 1-0 lead. As we get to the second question, which comes in the category of DC. The question is, who voices the Green Lantern Kilowog in Green Lantern? That's a funny name. But who am I to judge? Nick? It's just a random jumbling of letters that make a sound. That's all names really are. I should stop saying names since I asked you all to name someone. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Javi.
Man, I loved him as Kingpin, Michael Clark Duncan.
Jeremy. Or not Jeremy. Will. Payback. Anyway.
Michael Clark Duncan.
And Holtzman.
I loved him in Brother Bear, Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan is correct. Pinheads keeps the 3-2 lead as we get to the third question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features the Millennium Falcon being referred to as garbage? Or as my Boston friends would say, garbage. I was trying to think of something funnier than actually
Trash.
And what you were
Yeah, I was
expecting.
about to say trash.
But yeah, so what are you going to do?
Duncan.
No, because then you'd be like, oh, but you said, or as they say, trash, like challenge. I'd be like, shut up, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi.
The Force Awakens.
Will.
In my really bad handwriting, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Yes, and that's like borderline Will, so just be careful next time.
I will be careful. Thank you.
Holtzman.
The Force Awakens.
And Jeremy.
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens is correct. Clean sweep.
So when it comes to a franchise like that, subtitles just fine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. If we say Star Wars film in the question, you don't need the Star Wars part of the.
Fair enough. Okay.
But yeah. Okay. So your next question will come in the category of Mission Impossible. Who kills Owen Davian in Mission Impossible 3? It's 5-4. Forgot to say that, but now I've remembered. We had a match before this. I didn't fill up my cup in between. It's usually my safety. It's like my blankie. I just sort of, that way I don't have to talk. But here I am. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Holtzman. Or Will. I meant Will. We'll go to Will.
So technically it was the truck driver, but I said Ethan Hunt.
Holtzman.
Ethan Hunt.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I think we're going to in time. All right.
And Javi.
No, I said Julia. I was wrong.
Ethan Hunt is correct. I would argue if you push someone in front of a car, you killed them, not whoever was driving the car. But that's fine. All right.
Yes.
We'll
Okay.
move to your next question. The score is 6-5. Your next question comes in the category of horror icons. In Jason X, the character Brandon Lowe has what profession? Shody got low. Sorry, everybody. It's been a long day. Solo in here. I could pretend. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thirsty. No banter for the next 3 seconds. Delicious. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. That's fair. That was my jam. All right, we'll go to Holtzman.
I'm not sure. I wrote pilot.
Jeremy.
It said Smuggler.
Javi.
I kid you not, one of 3 horror icons movies I haven't seen. Doctor.
And Will.
I said medical officer.
All unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer was a professor.
Okay.
Weird professor guy. But with that, there are no more perfect rounds. The score is still 6-5. As we move to the next question, which comes in the category of the Wizarding World. What is the first name of the ghost Harry speaks to in order to find out where the diadem is in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2? If Tim were here, he'd say, "What's a bloody diadem?" But he's not. It's okay. I feel like a Deathly Hallow. You put it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jeremy.
I said Rowena.
Javi.
I really hope it's Rowena, but I'm not confident.
Will.
I, too, also hope it's Rowena.
And Holtzman.
It's her daughter, Helena.
That is correct. Helena is the correct answer.
Okay.
Holtzman will tie the game 6-6 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Alien versus Predator. The question is, who plays Dr. Casey Brackett, a scientist asked to examine the Predator body in The Predator? I would do this if I was asked. I have no expertise or reason why I would be the one to be asked to do this, but I'd be like, sure, I'll look at it. Poke it a little bit, see what happens. If I go out, what a way to go, But
It worked out great for the guy in Green Lantern.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi.
Yes, I finally know one. Olivia Munn.
Will.
Yeah, I didn't know it, so I said Amber Heard.
Holtzman.
Olivia Munn.
And Jeremy.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn is correct. With that, Young Justice takes the lead. It is 8-7. Let's get to the next question, which comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. The question is, which Worlds of DC film features a deadly gas attack on a small town? Oh, God, dude. So, 90% of the knowledge in my head is, regarding these movies. And it's, the first thing I always want to talk about is something regarding another film, but I can't do that in case that film comes up later. I almost just sang a song from another film with the word town in it. You can put it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Will.
I said Wonder Woman.
Holtzman.
I put Aquaman. Yeah, I'm stupid.
Jeremy.
Wonder Woman.
And Javi.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is correct. Tie game once again, 9-9, as we get to the penultimate question of the round, which comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. Who gets large scars from a grizzly bear attack at the beginning of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? Fandom has ruined us, but it's okay. See, I literally almost just quoted another Fandom movie. God, I hate everything. I'm literally checking to see if it's in anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzman.
Ash.
Jeremy.
I don't know. I said Caesar.
Javi.
I said Koba.
And Will.
I also said Caesar.
All unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Blue Eyes, Caesar's son.
Okay.
Whatever. All right. Your final question. Round number 1 will come in the category of Disney animation. In Lady and the Tramp, Tramp saves the human baby from what kind of animal? Yeah, I really want to make that reference I was going to make, so just give me, I'm going to see it. Can't make it. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jeremy.
I said snake.
Javi.
A rat.
Will.
Probably thinking of the wrong scene. Alligator.
And Holtzman.
We don't have them in Alberta. Rat.
Rat is correct. And with that, Young Justice will take the lead 11-9 at the end of round number 1. So, very close game as we move into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 Fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again. But they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. We get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece. Unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Marvel, Disney Animation, DC, Star Trek, Disney Live Action, Pixar, Scores and Soundtracks, and James Bond. With that being said, Young Justice, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Defer. Right.
Yeah.
Scully, you're on camera.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. All right, then. Pinheads, this will be your spin at the wheel.
We love a manager who is actively engaged in helping his team.
Lands on Marvel.
I'm good. No, I'm good to take it if you are, Jeremy.
Yeah, let's keep it.
Okay.
All righty. Jeremy, Will, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Marvel?
Let's do it.
All right, then. Your first question. Which Marvel film franchise features a character whose head grows back after one of the characters repeatedly shoots it off?
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What is the term used for humans who serve vampires throughout the Blade series?
Will, they're called familiars.
They are called familiars, yes. Familiars, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Which Marvel mutant is played by Shawn Ashmore in multiple X-Men films?
Iceman.
Iceman. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Max Dillon falls into a vat of what kind of animals in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
They're
Eels.
like electric eels.
Eels.
Electric eels. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What government entity does Paul Budiansky work for in Punisher Warzone?
I just watched this recently too. I have an idea. Should we?
I think we should go multiple choice. Make sure.
Let's just go to multiple.
Multiple
Multiple, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, FBI, B, CIA, C, DEA, or D, NSA?
I was, I was thinking FBI.
I was too. I mean, that seems like the obvious one. So
5.
I just don't remember, honestly.
FBI. Final answer.
And that is correct for 1 more point and a
Cheers
sweep
shot for 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so we'll bring back up the wheel. And Mr.
Oh yeah, I got good news. I'm good at Marvel now, so if we spin that, we should take it.
Let's go. I'm down with that.
The score is now 18-11 as we get into the first spin for Young Justice. Lands on Spinner's Choice.
Beautiful.
DLA.
What do you guys want?
Whatever you want. I'm good with whatever.
I would prefer either Disney animation or scores and soundtracks, honestly.
Okay.
Why don't you guys do Disney animation?
I like Disney animation. Let's do that.
Sure. Let's do it.
You got this.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. Young Justice, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Disney animation?
I would hope so.
Great. Most people would. All right. Your first question. Which Disney animated film features the characters Franny, Wilbur, Grandpa Bud, and Goob?
It's Meet the Robinsons.
Yep.
Meet the Robinsons, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
Underrated film.
Your second question. Which comedian voices Bernard, the male lead in the Rescuers franchise?
Oh, it's Bob Newhart.
Okay. I don't know it. So if you
Bob
think you know it.
Newhart, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Encanto, what special occasion of her sisters does Mirabel accidentally ruin when the house begins to crack?
Her wedding proposal.
Yeah, her
Her engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mariano's engagement
being
to
proposed
her
to,
final
yeah.
answer.
You two said different things that were both the same thing and correct, so yeah, 2 points.
Cool.
Sorry.
That was very weird as you both answered at the same time and said slightly different words that meant the same thing.
Ultimate,
Yes,
you say it now. I don't know why.
It'll-
Yeah.
All right. Your penultimate question. What kind of animal is Tantor in Tarzan?
Elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points and the lead. And your final question. In Cinderella, Drizella is the name of one of Cinderella's stepsisters. What is the name of the other?
Anastasia. Anastasia, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of Disney animation. So at the end of round number 2, Young Justice still has the lead. It is 21 to Pinheads 18. So very close game as we get into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet or choose who will take the question. The other player will then have to take the second question. They can reset for questions 3 and 4, and they can confer on the 5th and final question. Once they hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
All right, then. The first category you can bet points on is the Worlds of DC. All right, we'll get bets starting with Young Justice. Who will be taking it and how much?
That will be for 2.
And Pinhead.
I will for 2.
All right, your question, the Worlds of DC. In The Suicide Squad, Waller says that Bloodsport is in prison for shooting which hero? Nope, still can't make that reference I was going to make in round 1. God.
Make it at the post match.
I hear sports happened recently.
Make it right now.
I can have a normal conversation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Hobby.
Superman.
And Jeremy.
Superman.
Superman is correct. So 2 points to each team, and it's now 23-20. As we get to the second question, which Will and Holtzman will have to take, it is in the category of Marvel. All right, we'll get bets starting with Will.
The 2.
And Holtzman.
1.
All righty, your question in Marvel. How do Oxford and his crew originally try to assassinate Rasputin, which ultimately fails before he is shot?
You gotta ask about the one I watched this week.
I had a feeling it would be something like that. But ain't that the same old song and thing? We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzman. That 1.
Poisoning.
And Will.
Specifically feeding him a poisoned cake.
We can accept.
I want to bring in Scully.
Yep.
It is
Yeah.
not a cake. It is a Bakewell tart, which is distinctly
Go for it.
challenge. It's not a cake. It's a Bakewell
We'll be right
tart.
back after this challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge. I never wanted pastry less in my life than right now, but it's a bit of a weird situation. The tart that is eaten in the film that is poisoned is technically a tart and not a cake. However, Rasputin refers to it as a cake, and he is never corrected, and it is pretty unreasonable to ask the players to, on eyesight, know the difference between a tart and a cake unless it is specifically said in the movie. It is not. Because Holtzman had a point, we're going to let them keep their challenge, but because it is called a cake and it is not corrected, we'll get the 2 points for Pinheads. The score is now 24-22, and both challenges are still intact. So, without further ado, we will move on to the third question in round number 3, which can be taken by anyone on each team. It comes in the category of Pixar. All right, we'll get bets starting with Young Justice.
2.
And Pinheads.
Go big or go home. 2.
All right, your question in the category Pixar. Which Pixar film features a character struggling to pitch a tent? Math. I believe if Young Justice hits this while Pinheads miss, that will be the match. Any other outcome, we will move on. All the times to make an intent joke.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Will.
I said up.
And Holtzman.
Up.
Up is correct. So 2 points apiece. We will move on. It is still a 2-point game. 26-24. That's how math works. The next question, which Hobby and Jeremy will have to take. It is in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Shit.
All right, we'll get bets starting with Pinheads.
I said 1.
And Young Justice.
1.
All righty, your question, scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Batman and Robin? Some more math. Same thing last time. Young Justice hits while Pinheads miss. Game over. Anything else? We move on. And we will get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Jeremy.
Elliot Goldenthal.
And Hobby.
I sure hope so. Elliot Goldenthal.
Elliot Goldenthal is correct. 1 point apiece. Still a 2-point game, which means we are moving on to the final question of round number 3 with a score of 27 to 25. Your final category that you can bet points on is Mission Impossible. We'll get bets starting with Young Justice.
1.
And Pinheads.
2.
Oh, you both wrote it. Sweet. All right, so here's the rub. Pinheads hits. Young Justice hits. Game over. Young Justice misses. Pinheads miss. Game over. Pinheads hit while Young Justice misses. Game's still over, but Pinheads win that one. Sorry, I explained that terribly, but you get it. All right, we're going to move into the question for the Pinheads in Mission Impossible for 2 points. Pinheads, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, question number 2. Your question is, in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, what organization does Hunley work for before becoming secretary of the IMF?
I believe it's the CIA.
Trying to remember.
4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is Pinhead's first repeat. The question again. In Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, what organization does Hunley work for before becoming secretary of the IMF?
Something was making me think NSA because the CIA is such a big part of the 6th one. I feel like they wouldn't go.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
Pinhead's second repeat. The question again. In Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, what organization does Hunley work for before becoming secretary of the IMF?
Damn. I really think it's NSA.
How recently have you seen this? Because it's been a while for me.
It's been a while for me too, but
3.
We want to use our final repeat, please.
All right, that is your final repeat. The question again. In Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, what organization does Hunley work for before becoming secretary of the IMF?
What percentage are you?
75. If you really feel like it was CIA, go for it. I'm thinking it just wasn't that one.
Answers in 5, 4, 3.
Good game either way. CIA, final answer.
Oh.
That is correct for 2 points. I did not hear Jeremy say final answer. I heard Will say final answer. And the correct answer is CIA. That is what I heard. That is what I am ruling.
We'll bring Scully in.
I started to. But
I definitely heard Jeremy say final answer, and then Will cut him off at the end by saying CIA final answer. So I'm not entirely sure.
I would, if I also may. Jeremy admitted that he said final answer.
Well, no, I was just like, I didn't know. I was
Are you
like,
guys using a challenge or no?
We would
We
like
might as well use the challenge that Jeremy did say final answer, but was cut off by Will at the very end.
the 2 gave conflicting answers before the words final answer.
It's conflicting.
We'll be
final
right
answer.
back after this challenge. We're back from the challenge. We reviewed the tape of where the challenger was, but Jeremy did not finish saying final answer before his teammate Will cut him off with the correct answer of CIA, followed by a final answer. So, Pinheads will get the 2 points. Young Justice will lose their challenge, but the match is not over yet. Young Justice has a chance they will end it here one way or another. But if Young Justice hits their question, they will win. If Young Justice misses their question, Pinheads will win. Young Justice, your question in Mission Impossible for 1 point. What type of transportation do we first see Sean Ambrose on in Mission Impossible 2?
It's on a plane, right?
Yep.
All right. You want to say it?
Airplane
Okay.
final answer.
And your winners, Young Justice. Correct answer was airplane. But yeah, great match all the way down to the final question there. That was fantastic. Challenges be damned. It was really hard biting my tongue because I know Holtzman and Javi as players by now, but biting my tongue during that whole challenge, just thinking you guys are probably going to hit your Mission Impossible question anyway. But it's fine. That's the game. Stress, strategy, all played into it. So it was an exciting one. So we'll talk to our unfortunate losers today, the Pinheads. Will, Jeremy, listen, this ends your Fandom season. A short one it was since you debuted a little bit late. But we're definitely looking forward to seeing you guys back because not only did you win in pretty dominating fashion in your first match, but you took Holtzman, who's a seasoned veteran at this point, and Javi, who's proven himself to be one of the best rookies of the year. They formed a team, and you guys just took them to the last question. So that's pretty fantastic. I think you guys have a bright future ahead of you. What are your thoughts on the match today?
So I want to kind of go first, and I kind of want to rebut what you said. With all that information that you just said, I'm not going to call us losers. Sorry, I'm just not going to do that. We every single time that we have lost as a team, whether it's here or in other leagues, it's because we're going up against seasoned veterans of this game, and this is our first season. So the fact that we can do this, the fact that we can put these just tried and true players down to their the last question for a 1 point difference in a victory, that's definitely not a loser. That's definitely a contender. So we will definitely come back next season, and while we'll be 1-1, I think we'll be feared 1-1s.
I'm very proud of us. This match went very well. Essentially, both teams got spinner's choice in round 2 and almost swept. They did sweep. Weird challenges because we're weird and we make weird things happen when we're around. Weirdness occurs. It's just how it is. Sorry. But hell of a game. I mean, if Javi's not Fandom Rookie of the Year, he's going to get robbed. So congratulations, guys. Great match. Maybe I'll beat some Kingsmen next year.
Awesome. Well, guys, we look forward to it. Congratulations on a great start. And we look forward to seeing you next year. So well done on a well-played match today as we bring in our winners of the match, Young Justice, which is more than just Javi as I find the other people. All right. Young Justice, great job. As I said, I was biting my tongue because I know you both as players, and I was sitting there going, they're going to know it's an airplane, and we're going to waste about 20 minutes, but it's fine. Guys, listen. People poo-poo on people challenging all the time, but it's part of the game. I respect it. I used to do it myself. But even without the challenges, both of them not going your way, you still wound up on top against two people who are proving themselves to be a pretty good team. Obviously, there's been some expectations with the two of you. Holtzman, you've done great in teams and in singles before, and Javi, you're proving yourself to be a great rookie, and you are meeting those expectations thus far in the tournament. So how do you feel about your performance today?
A win is always good. I will never say anything bad about, I will never say we did terribly, because no matter how much we could have done better, we put in the performance that won us the match, and that makes it a good performance. Were either of us close to our usual round 1 style? No. Did we trust ourselves enough in round 3? No. But we played the game we needed to, and that's what matters. That's always the mindset is it doesn't matter if we play our best game. We just have to play the game that's good enough to win.
I like it.
I blame the lights. They're not only purple. I added green for Fandom, and look what happens to me. The purple lights are bringing me luck, and I messed it all up.
Javi, you are having a very good rookie season this year. We'll see you again in singles after this match airs. But now we're going to see you in teams again as well. What are your thoughts at this point in your rookie season with it going this well?
I don't think. I think this is as good of a rookie season as I could ask for. However, in this match particularly, I think we both swept, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't miss any questions in round 2 or 3, but both of us missed too many questions in round 1, or at least I certainly did. I feel like I did, and yeah, I need to clean that up. You said my singles match airs after this?
Your next one, yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Wait, okay. You know what?
The one you have not played yet. But
The one.
Okay, cool.
when you
I'm just
beat
making sure. I need to.
That's public record. That's on the record.
I need to clean that up for my next match.
But speaking of the future,
Oh God.
and I would like Scully's opinion on this.
Because I know what's happening.
This is a tournament. You guys are playing in a tournament. You're moving on. You just made quite a statement against another very good rookie team, the Pinheads. You're going to have a chance to make yet another bold statement when you play either the number 1 seed, Duel of the Fates, or the number 16 seed, the Fun Uncles. Do you have a preference or a thought on who you might be playing?
Look, obviously there is a preference and there is a thought of who will be playing, and those two things are different things. We would prefer to play Duel of the Fates, but we'll be seeing Fun Uncles in round 2. So
they're hungry after they got knocked out. They want that win.
Yeah, no, in reality, yeah, when we saw we were the 8th seed, we were like, oh, cool, that's nice. And then we realized that means in round 2, we're playing the winner of the 1 or the 16. And then we did the math and realized who the 1 was. Yeah, like Javi said, we're going to work on cleaning up our act for next time. Make it, because I think a game like this is not a game that can beat Duel of the Fates. Let's make it a game that can.
Scully, thoughts on Young Justice's future to close us out?
Due to record levels of inflation, I've had to stop buying so much Tylenol for these matches, and it's definitely taking a toll. So
you can't say that while I'm drinking.
Look, here's the thing. Duel is a great team, but if this team plays its best game, like I know it can, they're going down. If it's fun Uncles, well, I think Holtzman and Javi are going to get eaten. So there's definitely a preference there.
Cool. Great. Well, we look forward to that, whichever outcome it is. Guys, congratulations on the win. We'll see you in round number 2. And thank you to all of you for watching this very exciting Fandom match, the kickoff to the team's tournament. I think if this is a sign, I think we're in for a good one. So be sure to check out all the other matches. We got singles matches, round 1 teams matches all coming out very soon. Championship matches last weekend. Go check those out as well. So thank you to Young Justice. Thank you to the Pinheads. Thank you to Scully. Thank you to Tim for editing this one. And for Cody for his input on some of their challenges, which were also fun to discuss. But we'll see you all next time in another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.